The idea to organize this project came to me right after we finished our last project about employment and creativity. We decided to organize a project to discuss that more deeply, to also tackle social rights from different perspectives. Perspectives like education, health, non-discrimination, legal and social protection of movement of persons. Those topics are really important, and many people are not aware that they have those kind of rights.
They feel less and less empowered. That's like, it seems that everything is like there's no protection, there is no rights, that everything actually can be used against people. If you're aware of the rights that you have, you are more prepared to fight for it, to demand that.
The project gathered 25 people from 12 countries, so we had opportunity to meet with a group of young people from 6 countries of European Union and 6 countries which are soon or later join this European community. Especially we were happy that we could discuss during this project about really serious problems that are arising in our society. Social rights are rights that people usually don't understand what those rights means for them.
What are the social rights? The social rights are specifically like, when you talk about the human rights, also to remember this should belong to every human being. It doesn't matter where you come from, what's your gender, religion, language. It doesn't actually matter. All these different definitions, it should be something inherent of people. And young people, I believe, they are the engine of the change, the transformation. So empower young people to be aware of those topics and let them talking about rights in a cool way, in an attractive way. Using non-formal education, use these different games, then they can put them, like, their feelings out. It is, I believe it's the first step, of course, but it's the first step to create knowledge, awareness, and motivation.
I myself became a big fan of Youth in Action programs. I consider them a big chance for my personal development, and I try to encourage other people to participate in international projects, to promote the idea of the European integration, active citizenship.
Youth in Action changes people, it really does, in so many ways.
Of course, employment could be any job in the world as long as I have a salary. Some people might say, oh, I want to be a CEO.
I think some techniques, I learned lots of techniques, I think that's a very good point. Lots of ways to express your ideas. I could use some of these techniques and I can bring back home.
Those methods, more than games, they are like a kickstarts for our multipliers, not only participate themselves and talk about those rights themselves, but as a good practice or something that after they can take home and use that.
You put not just your mind into it, but you put also your heart. It involves your emotions, and it's the best way of learning.
But I now understand what is social rights. No, I like this kind of projects because it is meeting new people. And yes, it is great that we earn 14 points, but maybe we choose not good ones, and we such way. Maybe it is not just the education, or that you will learn not everything, but many things. But you learn many things that will help in your future life.
The idea is after that they come back to their communities with those methods, then using those to start talking, to start being aware. So that's actually, I believe that it worked, and I believe that it worked again because we see that every day.
The first time I got into contact with Youth in Action programs was my European voluntary service in Italy. We had at the beginning on-arrival training. It was the first opportunity for me to become familiar with non-formal education methods. I found it very useful and stimulating. Then when I came back, I got very enthusiastic about Youth in Action in general, We established an NGO with Marek, an association of alumni from our high school, and it gives us opportunity to participate and to organize international projects.
So I found some people with more or less the same attitude to some issues. This method makes us to go out of our comfort zone. Yes, because some people think the same that I do, so they can give me their hand, and I will feel that I'm not alone, something like this.
During this project, we wanted to work on the real cases, examples from the communities of our participants. That's why it was really important that we had people from 12 different communities, 12 different countries.
Pays more like 500 euros for the social benefits, for the medical insurance.
I believe that at least part of them will make actually those projects happen. So I guess the multiplication of those ideas, coming back to the organization, talk about that with their friends and family, and trying to develop something. I guess that's the main result of the project, and it's totally like feasible, and it's totally. I believe that's going to happen. And then then they will fly with the right guides, and they will be add value factor for their communities, for their NGOs.
It will be project in 3 different countries, but it will be local projects, and we have the same aim, the same term, and in the same time we will do this project, but 3 people in their own countries.
What is very important for me as an organizer of this project is that people learn a lot from this project. That's a result of this project. So I have with me youth passes prepared by our participants, and they put with the pattern of 10 key competences, they put what they learned on this project, and there is a lot of amazing things that people received participating in our project. That's really rewarding, and that makes me thinking that I really want to do another project.
Thanks to my youth passes, I can attract attention on a labor market. I'm sure my job qualifications became much more interesting for employers.
I was inspired to do something new, to explore something new. Everybody is very egoistic. Yes, it's the right word. And these people who do this stuff, they do it because they want to create comfortable environment around them. They want other people to be inspired to do something.
This project was supported by European Union, by Youth in Action program. So the program that gives a lot of possibilities and opportunities to young people. We are really grateful for the grants that we received, and we are looking forward to organize projects in the future.